Hi, my name is Meg Edwards and I'm a GTD coach. Many times when I'm doing inquiry calls about people exploring whether they'd like to sign up for GTD coaching or not, I always kind of inevitably hear about how they've been spending so much time, getting organized. And so I wanted to address that today. And I think a beautiful way that David addresses it in chapter 41 of the Ready for Anything book. And I want to read you just 2 paragraphs because I just think that he just really nails it here. He says, "Are you an organizing groupie? I've become more aware lately of organizing groupies, people who dedicate an inordinate amount of time and energy to experimenting with organizing details that don't seem to me nearly worth the effort. This might sound strange coming from someone who spent years researching the best practices of personal and interactive productivity. To be sure, I've spent countless hours exploring systems and software and gear and techniques in order to find out the absolute best ways to get something done with the least amount of work. And much of that time was spent running down rabbit trails that proved to be wrong turns. The difference may be that I focused on achieving the specific results of getting things off of my mind and making things happen easily, not with simply getting organized. So what's the distinction? Just getting organized misses the crucial point: the need for thinking and intuitive decision-making to get real work done. Once people catch on to the power of organization per se, they sometimes go too far and try to micro-organize everything. Let's create a system so you won't have to think at all. But it can't be done. My systems do indeed relieve the mind of the tasks of remembering and reminding as much as I can, but they don't replace the need for regular executive thinking about my stuff. Organizing systems are there purely to serve as crude placeholders for targets, and they're critical parts and pieces. You must still engage your mind, your intelligence, and your vision to integrate those moving parts into the whole of how you interact with the world." So that being said, I highly recommend that if you are an organizing junkie, that you go back and read chapter 6 of the Getting Things Done book and focus more on the clarifying questions, because most people are really great at capturing, right? But I always see this, that people haven't really mastered the clarifying questions and then putting those answers in your organizational buckets or lists. So that's my little gem today, and I look forward to hearing any comments, reflections, questions that you may have. So if you are an organizing groupie, no worries, you are so not alone. I think most people are. But there's a paradigm shift from moving to that organizing groupie phase to the capture, clarifying, organizing, reflecting, and engaging. Have a great day. Thanks. For more GTD resources, please visit gettingthingsdone.com and David Allen's YouTube channel. For more information on GTD coaching, please email us at info@gtdfocus.com or visit our website at gtdfocus.com.